So, another week, another week in the NFL. And of course, there's controversy around it. So, let's just get this out of the way. Patriots hosting the Buffalo Bills in Foxborough. Overall, weird game for the Patriots because you look at the score and you're like, well, they won by 3 touchdowns. 37 to 16. But the first half was anything but pretty for the Patriots. It was much better in the second half, of course. The first half score was, I believe, 13-13. And, you thought, oh, great. Here's a Buffalo Bills team who's still trying to, sneak in to the playoffs via wild card, of course. The final 2 weeks of the season. Patriots win here. It, basically hurts their chance even more of possibly making the playoffs. But of course, you go that whole scenario of, oh, the Titans lost and the Chargers won and the Ravens won and all that mess. But overall for the Patriots, not a very good first half. Second half, much better. Tom Brady, 21 for 28, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, and then that interception was a pick 6. Brady in this game, weird game for Brady. Not explosive numbers, but not necessarily all that terrible. I mean, 224 yards, kind of low for him. But again, it's still technically better than what he did at Miami, a few weeks back. So, I mean, Brady's been kind of meh lately, but, I don't expect him to play much of next week, hosting the Jets. So, and obviously the Patriots most likely going to get a first-round bye. So, especially now with the Jaguars losing to the Niners. So, looking more and more likely Patriots will get at least a first-round bye, whether it's the 1 or the 2 seed. And even so, Patriots still have the advantage over the Steelers. So then you go into the running game for the Patriots. Pretty good. Dion Lewis, have a day. 24 carries, 129 yards, including a touchdown. Rex Burkhead was inactive in this game. Dion Lewis also had a receiving touchdown. It's 5 receptions, 24 yards. Mike Gillislee. Yes, Mike Gillislee is still alive, folks. It took a Rex Burkhead injury to take him out of the doghouse. 6 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown against his former team. Brandon Bolden even. This was weird. I saw Brandon Bolden for the first time all season. I'm like, wow, Brandon Bolden's actually on the team. Anyways, good game for Gronk. 5 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Of course, a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, this is going to be, a revenge game for the Bills because Gronk had that cheap hit on Tre'Davious White. And Tre'Davious White, I mean, nothing against the guy. Tre'Davious White's, he's only a rookie. And he's a guy that you look at, and he's got the potential to be one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL, by far none. But, stop holding Gronk. And guess what? They were, well, for the most part, the Bills weren't holding Gronk like they were in Buffalo a few weeks back. But, that one defensive pass interference was a bit sketchy. I'm not going to freaking defend this team 24/7 on that one, but I will get to something sketchy in a moment. And then the rest was Danny Mandola, 3 receptions, 28 yards. No Chris Hogan once again for the Patriots. And yeah, by the way, I'm already done with Kenny Britt. I was already done with Kenny Britt. Now it's official. I'm done with Kenny Britt. Steven Gostkowski, 3 field goals, 3 for 3. Patriots had no turnovers. However, Malcolm Butler did force a fumble. And Flowers, 2.5 sacks. Very nice, seriously. Very good job by him. Finally, we're pressuring the quarterback, and a mobile quarterback, being Tyrod Taylor. And then we go on to the Bills. Tyrod Taylor, pretty good game, I think. 21 for 38, 281 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy. We meet again. 17 carries, 71 yards. Okay game. Leading receiver for the Bills was Thompson, 4 receptions, 91 yards. And then here I go with this. Yeah, people were talking about this Kelvin Benjamin touchdown. Oh, it was a touchdown. And once again, I feel like I have to put this picture as a thumbnail, which I probably will. So if you see in the thumbnail, that's the picture. Kelvin Benjamin. At first, it looked like it was a touchdown. Then it was reversed. You kept on seeing replays of it over and over and over and over again. And the thing is, it was not a touchdown. To me, the Jesse James and Austin Seferian Jenkins, they looked like a better chance of being a touchdown than Kelvin Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin had 1 foot out of bounds and the other foot in bounds. And when he was in bounds, the ball wasn't even in his hands like fully yet, and he was bobbling it. So basically, he had no possession of the football. But of course, oh, it's the Patriots. Oh, they're cheating. Oh. Like, this has just gotten so old to the point where it's like, it's come to the point where it's like, oh, your team stinks or they're not as good as the Patriots. Let's blame everything on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was, for the Patriots, for example, it was like Brandon Cooks, or if it was Danny Mendola, it was Gronk, or, Chris Hogan or Dion Lewis, I'd say that's not a touchdown. That's how unbiased I am. But, whatever. That's just, I want to put my 2 cents on that one. Also, Steven Hashka, former Seattle Seahawks great kicker, 3 for 4 field goals. And then, of course, I mentioned the interception by, I think it was Jared. I think his name was Jared. Jay Poyer, 19-yard interception return. The reason why it was only 19 yards is because the Bills went on it on 4th and goal. And I don't know where Tyrod Taylor was trying to, scramble out of the pocket and then throw it in the end zone. But at that point, he knew he was screwed. So he just, threw out of bounds with himself. Basically what Marcus Mariota did at the end of the Titans and Rams game. So, yeah, except for Mariota, the way he fell is actually kind of funny. Because he fell and he chucked the ball up to himself. It looked weird. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much for the this game right here. Patriots win this one 37-16. Patriots host the lonely Jets. Yes, Bryce Petty and the Jets, assuming that he starts once again. Bryce Petty stinks. He stinks. All right, the Chargers weren't even playing that great today. They only won 14-7. Here's a team that's trying to make the playoffs, and you win only by a touchdown against the Jets. Give me a break, man. Come on. I know the Jets aren't god awful, but they're not necessarily good either. Bryce Petty stinks. You might as well just start Christian Hackenberg if you're the Jets next week. Seriously, at least it's well, we're kind of shaking it up a bit. You know what I mean? Look at the Cardinals. The Cardinals are eliminated from the playoffs, and they're not even starting Blaine Gabbert right now. They're starting Drew Stanton. To be fair, Drew Stanton made the right career going to football instead of Major League Baseball. Because seriously, what's the best case scenario for him? He's in Double-A right now. How did I get to Drew Stanton in this conversation? Okay, so that's it for me. Overall, good win for the Patriots. A little sloppy in the first half. The second half they came back and you can throw that whole Calvin Benjamin touchdown out of your mind. All right, the Patriots won by 21. They didn't win by 10. They won by 21. Okay, so. Patriots face the Jets next week again in Foxborough. I believe they should win that game, but don't be surprised if Tom Brady plays 1 or 2 quarters and then insert Brian Hoyer, who actually played in this game today. So that's how you know the game was out of reach, when Brian Hoyer comes in the game for Tom Brady and Brady's not dead. So yeah, happy holidays, have a good one, stay safe, and ho ho.